Ban Tieng An. Warm greetings to all of you and welcome to the Tri Tu Catch Kai channel. Dear viewers, in the journey of life, all of us have faced unpleasant situations, harsh criticisms, or even baseless insults. These feelings of anger and dissatisfaction sometimes make us tired and lose the peace within our souls. But dear friends, life is not determined by what others do to us, but by how we react. As the ancients taught, a deep river flows slowly. A calm person is a wise person. Self-restraint is not weakness, but it is the greatest strength of a mature and understanding person. Today, we will explore 4 wise lessons on how to deal with anger and difficulties in life. These lessons will not only help you overcome tense moments but also open the door to a more peaceful and meaningful life. Don't forget to subscribe to the Tri Tu Catch Kai channel to join us on a journey to discover the profound values of life. We invite you to follow along. 1. Calm and unmoved before criticism and blame. In life, no one can avoid being criticized, blamed, or even slandered or insulted. These words are like knives. If we are not careful, they can easily hurt us. But the important thing is how we react. After all, our emotions are always in our hands, not in the hands of others. The story of Laozi and Shi Chengqi, as told by Zhuangzi, is a deep illustration of this. Shi Chengqi, a man who considered himself wise, traveled a long distance to meet Laozi with the intention of testing his wisdom. However, when he saw Laozi's house in disarray, he became angry and insulted him, comparing him to a mouse. In response to this harsh criticism, Laozi remained calm and unperturbed. He simply responded calmly, saying, "I have long discarded the title of sage, as one discards a worn-out shoe. Whether you call me a cow, a horse, or a rat, it doesn't matter because I am still myself." Through this story, we learn a great lesson. Reacting to criticism does not change reality, but only wastes our own energy. In Buddhist teachings, there is a saying, "A person with a steady mind is like a great mountain, no matter which way the wind blows. It does not sway." This means that when facing insults or slander, the more intensely we react, the more likely we are to fall into an endless spiral. The calmer a person is, the more wisdom they retain and the better they can control the situation. Therefore, the first lesson here is to learn how to remain still in the face of judgment. Do not let negative words control your emotions. Instead, treat those words like water poured on a taro leaf, unmoving, unaffected, and undisturbed. Only when the mind is calm can we maintain clarity and strength to face all the challenges in life. 2. The attitude of a boat without a rudder reduces conflict. In life, often anger does not come from the events that happen, but from the way we perceive them. Sometimes, we get angry because we feel hurt, overlooked, or insulted, but if we change our perspective and maintain a gentle attitude, all conflicts will naturally lessen. Zhuangzi once gave a very profound illustration about the attitude of a boat without a rudder. He gave an example. If you are rowing a boat on the river and another boat crashes into yours, you might become angry and shout at the person rowing the other boat for their carelessness. But if that boat has no one in it, just a drifting empty boat pushed by the wind, would you still be angry? Surely not. From this image, Zhuangzi wants to convey that anger often arises from overestimating oneself, thinking that others are intentionally opposing us. When you view yourself as the center of everything, every word and action of others is easily perceived as an insult or a challenge. It is this mindset that makes us always feel attacked and easily angered. But if we can see things like the empty boat, understanding that not everyone intends to hurt us and that some events are simply random or circumstantial, then anger will no longer have room to arise. The lesson here is to reduce one's ego and stop seeing oneself as the center of the universe. When we no longer place ourselves too highly, we will easily overlook conflicts and disputes in life. Unintentional words and careless actions from others will no longer disturb us. Dear viewers, anger does not help us solve problems. On the contrary, calmness and tolerance are the ways to maintain harmony and create peace in our hearts. Let us practice looking at everything with the attitude of a boat without a rudder, gentle, letting go, and at ease. By doing so, our lives will be free from many troubles and will be more peaceful. 3. The vast road of life. Everyone takes a different path. Dear viewers, in the journey of life, we often encounter conflicts or feel uncomfortable because the way others live and think is different from ours. However, if we reflect deeply, we will realize that everyone has their own path, their own way of living, and no one can impose their will on others. Zhuangzi told a profound story about a seabird. One day, a large seabird flew to the state of Lu. The ruler of Lu, upon seeing it, was so pleased that he treated it like a distinguished guest. He brought the bird into the royal temple, prepared sumptuous food such as fine wine and goat meat, and even had the court musicians play solemn music to entertain it. But the seabird, accustomed to living freely in the sky, did not touch a drop of wine or a piece of meat. It grew sad and lost its vitality, and 3 days later, it died. Zhuangzi used this story to remind us that the seabird is not a human being. And just like each of us, we are different in how we live and what we value. What is good for one person may not be suitable for another. When we try to impose our views on others, not only does it make them uncomfortable, but it also harms the relationship itself. A Zen master once said, "Freedom is not only the escape from external shackles, but also the liberation of the soul from imposed judgments and expectations." For human beings, spiritual freedom is more important than the successes or material things we tirelessly pursue. When the soul is free, everything else will become lighter. The lesson here is very clear. Do not try to change others according to your own way. Each person has their own path to walk, their own way of living to experience. When we respect differences and do not impose, not only do we help others feel comfortable, but we also free ourselves from the pressure of comparison and competition. Dear viewers, life often doesn't go as we wish. But instead of focusing on the things that cannot be changed, let our hearts be open, knowing how to accept and be tolerant. When we dare to let go of imposed expectations, not only will our own life become more peaceful and meaningful, but the world around us will also become so. Even in the face of difficulties, there is always a way out. In the journey of life, everyone will encounter difficulties and obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. There are times when we feel life is at a dead end, unfair, or too burdensome. But dear viewers, every challenge carries within it an exit, an opportunity for us to rise above ourselves. Zhuangzi tells stories about people with special circumstances who, at first glance, one might think are unfortunate. For example, there was a person with an extremely unusual appearance. His head was lower than his abdomen. His shoulders jutted above his head. His back was hunched, and his legs were horizontal, making his body resemble a monster. But this person did not let his appearance hinder his life. He worked hard, supported himself, and not only fed himself but also supported his large family with 10 mouths to feed. Despite being different, he lived calmly and happily. Or like Andatha, a person whose appearance was so ugly it could scare even gods. But his inner self had a special attraction. His virtues and sincerity made everyone, whether male or female, love and respect him. Through these stories, Zhuangzi wants to convey that the true strength of a person does not lie in their outward appearance, but in their inner self and how they face adversity. We are the same. In life, not everyone is born into wealth, and not everyone has favorable circumstances. Most of us have to overcome the limitations of our circumstances and ourselves. Zhuangzi said, "Life is not as we dream. 9 out of 10 things do not go as we wish. But instead of blaming fate, we should use wisdom and virtue to open the way for ourselves." The lesson here is that no matter how difficult your circumstances are, there is always a way to live better. Defects, whether innate or created by circumstances, do not define who you are. What defines you is how you face those obstacles. Dear viewers, remember that adversity is not the end, but an opportunity for us to grow. When we accumulate knowledge, build virtue, and persist in moving forward, one day life will smile upon us. Therefore, never despair. Believe that no matter the circumstances, you can always find a way out and rise stronger. Dear viewers, life is a journey full of challenges, but it is these challenges that give life its meaning. From the wise teachings we have explored together, I hope you find calmness in the face of difficulties. Learn how not to let anger control you, and find your own path in any situation. There is a saying, attitude determines state. If we maintain a steady and peaceful mindset, even the storms outside will feel lighter. Do not let the words or actions of others disturb your soul. Do not let an inflated ego block the peace in your life. And most importantly, always believe that no matter how difficult things may be, there is always a way out for you. Dear viewers, Living a meaningful life is not about avoiding all adversity, but about knowing how to face it with wisdom, tolerance, and calmness. Remember, the truly strong person is the one who knows how to control their anger and live within a peace. If the lessons today have brought value to you, don't forget to subscribe to the Treat You Catch Kai channel to continue accompanying us on the journey to explore the profound philosophies of life. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a life filled with tranquility and happiness. See you in the next videos. Next, please listen to the article. To have good fortune, you need to do these 4 things. In life, everyone desires a good fate, a path that leads to peace and happiness. However, fate is not something that comes naturally, nor is it entirely predetermined by destiny. Instead, each person's fate is the result of the choices, actions, and daily attitudes they carry. People with a pure heart, living with kindness, integrity, and gratitude, often receive great blessings, creating a bright and fulfilling life. Ancient wisdom says, "You reap what you sow." This reminds us that every action, even the smallest, contributes to building our future. If we sow good seeds such as love, sincerity, and gratitude, the future will blossom and bear fruit, bringing joy and success. On the other hand, selfish actions, deceit, or ingratitude will make fate unclear and filled with difficulties. The following article will present 4 important principles like a compass to help us adjust our attitudes, improve our fate, and achieve a fulfilling life. These are not just life philosophies worth contemplating, but also secrets to help each person build a happier, more meaningful life. A virtuous heart, without shame before oneself. A kind heart is the root of all good things. Kindness is not only about doing good for others but also about helping ourselves live peacefully and happily. A virtuous person always treats the world with love, compassion, and is not ashamed of their conscience. This is the quality that brings light to life, dispelling all darkness. Why should we live with kindness? Because kindness is the bridge between humanity and happiness. When you help others overcome difficulties, you not only bring joy to them but also sow seeds of blessings for yourself. Life is inherently a cycle of cause and effect. What you give will eventually return to you in ways you may not expect. A good deed, an encouraging word, or a compassionate look can all bring immense value. Virtue also helps to cleanse your inner self, eliminating selfishness, jealousy, and resentment. When your heart is pure and tranquil, you will feel peace from deep within. On the contrary, if you live dishonestly and constantly face feelings of guilt and a conscience that pricks you, you will find it hard to experience true joy. Moreover, virtuous people tend to create good relationships with those around them. Kindness is a universal language that everyone can understand. When you live kindly and give to others, you will earn respect and affection from society. This becomes the foundation for a fulfilling life and a good fate. Therefore, live with kindness, not for the sake of receiving rewards, but because it is the way to live a meaningful life and be at peace with yourself. 2. Be generous and trustworthy. Trustworthiness, or integrity, is an important quality that builds credibility and trust in relationships. From a young age, we are taught not to lie, not to take things that don't belong to us, and to keep our promises. This is not just a basic moral lesson but also a key to building a successful and meaningful life. A trustworthy person always keeps their word, not trading the trust of others for personal gain. This helps them build a reliable image in the eyes of family, friends, and colleagues. Once trust is established, it becomes easier to collaborate with others, opening up many beautiful opportunities in life. Generosity, on the other hand, is the ability to forgive and be tolerant. We have all made mistakes at some point in life, but the important thing is to know how to accept and forgive. When you are generous, you not only release others from their regrets but also free yourself from negative emotions such as hatred or resentment. A generous person is often loved and respected by others and is ready to offer support in difficult times. Living with integrity and generosity also helps you have a light heart, free from worries, doubts, or insecurities. This is the secret to maintaining balance and happiness in life. When you remain honest and generous with others, you will feel peace in your heart and be confident in facing any challenges in life. 3. Empathy and thinking of others. Empathy is the ability to place yourself in the shoes of others to understand their feelings and circumstances. This is one of the essential qualities that help build strong and meaningful relationships. An empathetic person not only earns affection from others but also has the ability to spread joy and happiness in life. There are many situations where empathy can make a big difference. When you have a conflict with someone, instead of getting angry or blaming them, try to listen and understand the reasons behind their actions. This not only helps you resolve the issue peacefully but also builds a better relationship. Empathy also helps you avoid selfish and narrow-minded actions. When you learn to think of others, you naturally become more tolerant and compassionate. This is the way to build a meaningful life and earn the respect of society. 4. Gratitude from within. Gratitude is a noble state of mind that helps you recognize the value of what you have. Grateful people tend to live positively, cherish every moment, and easily overcome difficulties. They understand that everything in life, from family and friends to the smallest opportunities, is a precious gift. Gratitude also helps you maintain strong and meaningful relationships. When you express gratitude, you not only make others feel valued but also create a space of love and harmony. This foundation is key to leading a happy and successful life. To have a good destiny, live with kindness, generosity, empathy, and always keep a heart full of gratitude. These qualities not only bring happiness to yourself but also spread goodness to those around you. Your destiny is in your hands. And as long as you live rightly, life will respond with endless blessings. Next, let's listen to the article, 10 Proverbs that help you understand many things in life. Life is a long journey full of challenges and opportunities. Along this journey, we all face suffering, loss, and even failure. However, these difficulties serve as great teachers that help us grow and understand the true value of life. There is an old saying, suffering is a hidden blessing. Meaning that every pain we endure is a stepping stone to help us rise stronger. There are lessons that can only be learned when we face adversity. And there are truths that we only understand when we stop and reflect. Deep proverbs are not only guiding principles but also sources of inspiration that help us find peace amid the chaos. Today, we share 10 meaningful proverbs that help you look at life through a different lens. Better understand yourself, and realize the true value of life. 1. Accept impermanence and let go of desires. Life is an unceasing flow of change. Accepting impermanence is the first step to finding peace in the soul. Nothing is eternal. Happiness, success, suffering, or loss are all temporary. Today may be a bright day, but tomorrow could turn into a mess. Understanding this, you will no longer be overly arrogant in success or overly sorrowful in failure. Letting go of desires does not mean giving up on everything, but rather learning how not to be bound by superficial things. Having too many desires only brings exhaustion and insecurity. When you accept that everything has a beginning and an end, you will find tranquility and peace within your soul. Remember, life is a river that is always changing. When you accept impermanence, you will easily overcome all storms and find stability amid life's fluctuations. 2. Do not do to others what you do not want for yourself. Every person is an independent entity with their own emotions, thoughts, and viewpoints. Imposing your thoughts and desires on others is not only unjust, but also a form of selfishness. Do not do to others what you do not want to experience yourself. This not only shows respect for others but also helps you build sincere and lasting relationships. The greatest evil is when we impose our knowledge and standards on others and then consider them as the only truth. But remember, no two people are alike, and the differences are the beauty of life. When you learn to respect others, you will also receive respect and affection in return. 3. Live a life of your own. No one can live your life for you, and no one has the right to decide how you should live. In life, everyone has their own opinions about everything, but you do not need to please everyone. Live true to your essence and your desires. Because ultimately, the only person responsible for your happiness is yourself. Do not let the opinions of others hurt or affect your mood. When you maintain your inner peace, external disturbances will no longer shake you. Remember, when the heart is unmoved, nothing can affect you. 4. Do your best in your own work. Not everyone is born with the mission to change the world, but everyone can do their best in their own work. Do not try to take on too much or pursue goals that are too distant while forgetting the value of the present moment. 5. Focus on what you are doing. Live fully in each moment and put your heart into your work. Life is a series of choices, and each choice affects your future. Choose to live honestly, work hard, and never lie to yourself. When you do your work well, Success will come naturally, and you will feel content with yourself. 6. Do not complain. Do not regret for yourself. Everyone has their own life, and you are the one who creates the picture of your life. If you are dissatisfied with your current life, ask yourself if you have tried your best. Instead of envying or complaining about what you do not have, be grateful for what you have and strive to improve yourself. Complaining only makes you more negative and takes away your motivation to move forward. Instead, cherish every opportunity, every moment, and focus on making your life better. 7. Do not fear change. Change is inevitable in life. If you are afraid or resist change, you will get stuck in your comfort zone and will never grow. Be brave enough to step out of your comfort zone. Embrace new challenges, and turn them into opportunities to grow. Life only happens once, so live it to the fullest and do not let fear hold you back. You are the main character of your life, and you have the right to choose and change the path you want to take. 8. Who you spend time with is very important. The saying, near ink, you get dark, near light, you get bright, is always true in every era. The people you associate with and the environment you participate in will greatly influence your thinking, attitude, and direction in life. Choose to surround yourself with positive people who inspire you and push you to become a better version of yourself. 9. Maintain an appropriate distance in relationships. In any relationship, maintaining an appropriate distance is extremely important. Too much closeness sometimes does not bring true bonding but can create fatigue and pressure. 1. Learn how to balance so that every relationship brings joy and comfort. You should strive to maintain balance in your relationships so that each one brings happiness and peace. Avoid extremes and ensure that each connection you make adds value to your life. 2. Do not try to please others. Not everyone will understand you, and not everyone will walk the same path as you. Therefore, focus on living for yourself rather than trying to please everyone. Let things unfold naturally because what is not meant for you, no matter how hard you try, cannot be kept. 3. Work with others and learn how to endure loss. Life is not always smooth sailing. Sometimes, you need to learn to be patient and accept small losses to achieve greater benefits. Remember, when you can let go of trivial matters, you will gain more valuable things in the future. The 10 proverbs shared above are not just simple advice, but deep life lessons. When you understand and apply them in your daily life, you will find peace, happiness, and a more meaningful life. Start today by living true to yourself and savoring every moment of life. Next, we invite you to listen to a piece that contains life philosophies that help people live a better life. Life is a journey full of challenges and changes where people constantly learn, experience, and grow. No matter how much the world changes, the most important thing is how we face difficulties, how we treat ourselves, and how we treat others around us. Each person carries within him their own stories, memories, and valuable lessons that have been forged over time. In today's article, we will share 7 profound sayings that contain human life wisdom. These can help you reflect and find the true value of life. These sayings are not just simple advice but also serve as guiding lights for the soul, helping you remain steadfast and peaceful amidst life's hustle and bustle. 1. A person who is not strong enough thinks about relying on others. A person who lacks strength thinks about depending on others. Those who lack clarity believe in superficial glamour, and those who are not strong enough follow the joy of others. This saying reminds us of the importance of independence and personal inner strength in life. A strong person does not need to rely on others to find their self-worth because they understand that self-reliance is the path to lasting success. Believing in superficial glamour while neglecting the true nature of things or following the joy of others while forgetting your own value only leads to losing your individuality. Train yourself to become strong from within, steady enough not to rely on others, wise enough to recognize the true value of things, and confident enough not to follow the crowd. 2. Nostalgia for the past is because we do not want to forget it. Memories are an inseparable part of everyone's life. Deep memories often bring warmth and sometimes even regret, but we still want to hold on to them forever. The past is not only a part of life but also a place where valuable lessons, emotions, and people who have passed through our lives are stored. When you remember the past, it doesn't mean you are living in nostalgia, but rather that you cherish what once happened. Beautiful memories will always be a source of motivation for you to keep moving forward. And the lessons learned from mistakes will help you grow and become stronger. When facing troubles, remember that they are just trials. Life is a series of challenges, and each difficulty we face is a way for life to test our patience, courage, and kindness. See the problems as opportunities to learn, grow, and train yourself. By maintaining a kind and sincere heart, you will receive support from those around you. Heaven does not disappoint those who live with righteousness, and the earth does not disappoint those who have virtue. If you live with integrity and kindness, all difficulties will eventually pass. 1. No matter how life changes, treating oneself kindly is the most important thing in life. You may face countless difficulties, but the most important thing is to know how to take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. Eat in moderation, get enough sleep, and don't forget to smile every day. When you look in the mirror and smile, you not only motivate yourself but also spread positive energy around you. Be grateful for everything you have in life. No matter how hard things get, believe that tomorrow will be better. A positive heart and strong faith are the keys to overcoming all obstacles. 2. In love, when you decide to wait, just wait. Love is an essential part of life. When you decide to wait for someone, it means you have placed your trust and hope in them. However, remember that not all waiting leads to a good outcome. Some loves never reach their conclusion. But what's important is that you feel comfortable and have no regrets about your choice. Don't forget that love is not everything. If the person you are waiting for is not the right one, believe that there will be someone who understands and cherishes you more. 3. There are times when we feel that we are truly exceptional. Self-confidence is a good thing, but don't let it turn into arrogance. When facing difficulties, instead of forcing yourself to solve everything immediately, take time to learn and grow. An exceptional person is not someone who can do everything immediately, but someone who knows how to wait for the right time to act. Strive to become someone with capability, knowledge, and vision. When you do, every problem will be solved more easily and effectively. 4. No matter how good your friends are, you still need to maintain a certain distance. Friendship is a wonderful thing, but excessive closeness can sometimes cause unnecessary conflicts. Maintaining an appropriate distance in friendship doesn't mean being distant, it means respecting each other's personal space. A good friendship is when both people can help and support each other, yet still maintain independence and not invade each other's lives. 5. The sayings that contain life principles are not just life lessons, but also guiding principles for each person to live better and more meaningfully. When you know how to appreciate yourself, maintain kindness, and live sincerely with others, life will become more beautiful. Remember these teachings and apply them to every moment of your life.